All right, so that's tonight's Zoom coaching. We're gonna figure out how many calories does it take to eat what I want that I know that's really not supportive, and how does it really work? Does it work like when I match my Fitbit and my treadmill when I go to the gym, or count how many calories? Count how many calories I'm eating and how many calories, I don't know. Actually, I do know, and I'm gonna teach you exactly what that is tonight, 8 o'clock. Welcome to today's coaching. Tonight's coaching, we're going to cover how much do I have to work out after I eat this. Hey, what's up? It is mint chocolate chip ice cream. So good. I know you probably want some, and it's okay because what I did was I saw that this is only 200 calories per serving, and a serving is 2/3 of a cup. I got no clue how many cups I just ate right now. And this is typically something that we know is really not on plan, but we're like, hey, you know what? I ate 500 calories of pizza or ice cream or these chocolate bars or whatever it is. But it's okay because I worked out extra at the gym. So I'm going to cover this in 2 separate topics. So there'll be subtopics of that. One would be if I eat on a regular basis. So let's say I normally have ice cream. I have that on a nightly basis, or I have pizza on a regular basis. How long do I have to work out to burn that off? And the second scenario would be, what if I shift up how I consume, like we did in a custom menu program of these past 8 weeks when we had the gut-centric meal plan? So the first one would be, I'm going to eat 500 calories. Let's call it ice cream, and I'm eating that on a regular basis. So the easy way is you look at your Fitbit or your caloric tracker. Where's mine? Where's my little cool one? There we go, right there. We look at our tracker, whether you're using the Apple Watch or any of these other ones, Garmin, and you calibrate, all right, I'm consuming, we put it into the .fit portal, I'm consuming an average of 2,000 calories a day. For me to lose an average of close to a pound a week, I've got to burn about 2,500 calories. Got it. Okay, so I just need to burn more than what I have been consuming. That's a key word. I have been consuming. So if I look at 500 calories, and Hannah, this one's going to be for you because you're in the gym and people are going to ask you this on a regular basis.
Okay.
So this is one that you get to go back and review. So I just ate 500 calories. How long is it going to take me to burn that? So for each one of us, it's going to be different based on my basal metabolic rate, my BMR. Those of you guys that did this 8-week program, actually, if you've done any of the K7 programs, I always have a formula on how to check my BMR, basal metabolic rate, basically how many calories I'm burning at rest. 500 calories, it's roughly, if I'm running a pace of 10 miles per hour, it's 45 minutes worth of running. I don't run anymore. At one point in my life, I was on the cross-country team. I don't run anymore. So then it's, how long will I need to do my resistance training? I go to Hannah's gym. She's at Anytime Fitness, Coshocton, I believe. And how much do I have to work out? So for the moment, if I were to do an hour, I hope Alex is safe because she's turning hard left and hard right, and I'm like freaking out that she's running over ducks or chickens or something. You say you're good? You stopped. All right. Good. Anybody watching this, rewind it and watch what she was doing. It was so cool. All right, so if I were to track how many calories I burn by doing cardio in 1 hour or doing resistance training in an hour, most of the time I'm going to burn more calories doing the cardio than I do the resistance. However, if I want to tone, which is shape and build my body specifically, and if I want to increase metabolism long term, it comes with resistance training. not with cardio. You cannot do long-term metabolic boost with cardio. You can do short-term, something called EPOC, excessive post-oxygen consumption. The HIIT training sessions are designed that way. Orange Theory is really popular with that. If you go to any of Hannah's gyms at Anytime Fitness, they've got a program called MyZone. You could do that. You can boost caloric burn for an additional 24 to 36 hours after you work out. Long-term only comes with resistance training. So going back, Esteban, I had the ice cream that I saw you posting, the chocolate chip mint, and I had 500 calories. Let's call it 1,000 calories. I looked at the serving, 2/3 of a cup. There's no way I've ever had 2/3 of a cup of ice cream. I've had 2 to 3 bowls of ice cream, but not 2/3 of a cup. So then I get to do the math on that. Okay, a bowl's like 2.5 cups. I got to figure that one out. It's like 1,200 calories. If you're watching this and you know the math, write it on the comments below, because how much is 2 to 3 bowls, which would be at least 3 cups of ice cream. Write it on the comments below. Please let me know, because I'm not doing the math right now. So I know I'm going to roughly have to do 45 minutes of running. I don't do running, so I'll probably have to do about an hour and 20 minutes additional of walking for that 500 calories. If I do 1,000 calories, which is more realistic, if I do consume the ice cream, I'm looking at an additional 2 to 3 hours of cardio for that. Earmuffs, kids. Holy shit. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. However, when we look at calories in versus calories out, look at the 7-day cycle. This is where my invitation is, that we're weighing in daily, but we're looking at where am I this Monday morning compared to last Monday morning and the Monday morning before that. Sometimes there's setbacks. I get it. Get back on track. No big deal. Like literally, that's it. Just get back on track and keep going, because that's life. Life is, there's setbacks. We fall in our face. We get back up. So that's one. Now here comes the complicated answer, the one that I love to give. I got on this gut-centric meal plan. I'm on this K7 program. That's real food. It's whole foods. I'm avoiding certain things. And then all of a sudden, I had some ice cream and I had a protein bar. And all collectively, I'm just going to say for simple math, it's 500 calories. But I'm okay because I'm getting on the treadmill and I'm burning extra. See me this way. Wow, that's pretty cool. Whoa! I'm burning extra to burn this 500 calories. So let's look at that. So Esteban, how many calories extra do I need to burn today to burn off what I had at lunch, which I had the dessert, but I did have a protein bar. As of this recording, it is now 8:09 p.m. Have I digested the food that I ate? The ice cream that I ate an hour ago? No. So any extra burning that I'm doing now is really not burning that ice cream. It's burning excess energy, 100% absolutely yes. So if we go into the mentality of, I ate 1,000 calories extra yesterday, can I burn 1,000 calories extra today? Sure. Is it going to be that exact food? Not necessarily, especially that I'm thinking of that today. That's the conversations I hear a lot. I just had this chocolate bar for lunch. How much do I need to burn right now? Doesn't work that way. And here's where we look at this. So I just had the protein bar and ice cream. It's still in my stomach or in my small intestines. So I'm not going to be burning that, number one. Dog it. Now, number two, and I wrote this down so I can go step by step with this. Number two, we look at absorption. So this protein bar had soy in it. Soy is a phytoestrogen. So my estrogen hormones are going to kick up. Testosterone is going to come down. How much protein synthesis, how much muscle repair am I going to have with the hormone flux? Not much. So by consuming that specific food, so first we were going on calories. Now this topic is shifting a little bit on what we consume actually matters. Is there a difference when I consume I'm going to go back to the Lucky 13, that cabbage-based or kale-based or spinach-based salad versus when I have the same amount of calories. And this was a question that was posted on the Facebook page last week. Why is it that I can consume for this individual, they were consuming under 1,200 calories and feeling very full on this program? Because we're consuming high nutrient dense food. So going back to the ice cream and that protein, I'm eating a protein bar that had soy in it. Estrogen levels are going up. It's got the sugar. So sugar is doing a great thing in my small intestines. It's going in there, and the zonulin molecule or protein strand that holds the small intestines together starts separating to break down the sugar, and that's a visual for leaky gut. So now I've created leaky gut, which biotoxins, food particles, the toxins and bacteria in general are going into my blood, causing body-wide inflammation. I experience whenever I consume, let's say, the pizzas or the ice creams or sugars, my face literally poofs up. So the allergies that I experience in pollen season, I experience that after I have the gluten, the lectin. This girl's listening to me. The lectin, the sugars, I completely poof up, and you'll see huge rings underneath my eyes. So it's either really bad allergies out there, or I'm consuming foods that are creating allergies. That's going well beyond the calories. So now I'm looking at the time frame of digestion from the esophagus to the stomach to the different parts of the small intestines, and what is the actual food or whatever I consume creating in the small intestines. Is my body having an adverse reaction? So there's going to be inflammation. A lot of us would eat pastas and we're like, I got a food baby. So the intestine goes from this diameter to a wider diameter. It's creating inflammation in the intestines. If we create leaky gut, now we're causing inflammation in my hands, in my face, body-wide. So changing the hormones also. Is burning the 500 calories on the treadmill or Hannah's gym going to equal what those 500 calories did to my body? Will it offset? Because a lot of times it's like, man, Esteban, I worked out more and I'm still up 2 pounds. I don't get it. Like I only ate 500 calories more, but I'm up 2 pounds. I just don't get it. There's a portion, if I stay eating the same all throughout, let's call it an 8-week program, if I eat the same way and if I eat a little bit less and I burn a little bit more, then we'll see we're losing that 1/4 pound or 1/2 pound on a weekly basis. Awesome, fantastic. To see expedited results, we change the whole food makeup and we're adding life to our body. We're allowing healing in the gut, in the small intestines. When we change that and we add poisons back into us, if I allow my hand to heal, I used to have bad psoriasis and bad, I'd roll around in the grass and I'd have like grass ivy. And I put the creams and lotions and it heals. And I put poison ivy and poison oak in it, it's going to swell up again. So the same thing happens to our body internally. So that's the question and the answer to the question of how much working out do I need to do when I consume 500 calories or 1,000 calories of ice cream or this bar? It's different. It really depends on, have I shifted the way that I've eaten or am I maintaining the same way? If you're maintaining the same way, look at your caloric burner. Burn more than what you're consuming. If we're looking at changing the ways that we eat, the reality is the scale will not reflect how we've consumed in a calorie ways. Because all a calorie is I put this pen in an oven and we see how long it takes to burn. That's what a calorie is. We put foods in ovens and we see how long it takes to burn. That's it. Has zero to do with nutrient intake, absorption, and what the food tells the body to do in responding. Food tells the body to respond in a specific way. So super complex. I love studying about it. I love teaching about it. And that's why in that K7 program, especially the gut-centric one, all of us have experienced drastic results in a short amount of time because we stopped poisoning our bodies and we added life to it, and the body heals itself super quick. It's awesome. that's all I have for that. So now I'm going to open it up for Q&A for the next 7 minutes. Doesn't have to last 7 minutes. It could be 1 minute. So, but I definitely want to answer any questions you guys have. None for Olivia, Hannah?
She didn't tell me that she had any questions, but I could probably text her real fast and see.
Yeah, and you'll notice that a lot. It's like, hey, how many calories do I need to burn because I ate this? Any other things you guys are thinking of? Doesn't have to be topic related, but I love putting this up on the YouTube so you guys can go back and research it. We'll give it about 30 seconds, and this may be one of our quickest coaching calls.
Esteban?
Ma'am, good to see you, Tammy.
Nice to see you too. I'm thinking that I have a gluten intolerance, but it may be dairy because it seems like when I go off plan, I have a little bit of both. Do we stick with the plan and then purposely eat one of those foods just to see which it is that we're reacting to?
I like that. I've actually shifted to that. A lot of the way that I was coached to coach, it's slowly, like a 2-week period, slowly different grains, sugars, dairy. I like dumping it all on because then you immediately know, okay, here's how my body's responding. And also, to Tammy's point, my coaching is not to take it off your life forever unless the negative effect completely outweighs the benefit of it. Meaning, I enjoy going to, whether it's Jenny's ice cream or Grader's ice cream with my son 2 to 3 times a year, and having a big old scoop of ice cream. We enjoy that. Do I physically pay for it for the following 3 days? 100% do. But the memory that I'm creating with my son, to me, is more valuable. However, having ice cream on a daily basis or even a weekly basis doesn't have that much value. So, Tammy, to your point, when you go gut-centric, allow your body to heal so you can oxidize fat faster. Once your body's healed, our metabolism will go up. You'll oxidize fat faster. And then if you want to find out how sensitive is my body, by all means, absolutely. And then you can decide, you know what, I can do toast once a week or twice a week, and I'm okay with it. Or you know what, it's got to be once every 2 or 3 weeks because my body truly needs it. You won't know until you test it out. Great question, Tammy. You guys heard none of that, right?
Hey, Tammy, I was going to tell you, we had to test my daughter to see if she had gluten sensitivity. And actually everybody in our family does. And my doctor suggested add one thing and give your body a week to see what happens. Because sometimes, like Esteban was saying, our body takes time to digest. And it may not be an issue in the top part of your gut, but it may be in your intestines. So if you give your body time to adjust and see what happens, just try it. And then that's what my doctor suggested. And because my daughter's sensitivity didn't show up or anything on any tests, no allergies, no celiac or any of that stuff, but she's very sensitive to it. And that's how we figured out. We eliminated for 30 days. And then I slowly gave her like 1 or 2 things just for 1 day. And bam, whoom, that was it.
So that pain, it's not even the scale going up 4 pounds because it's on an average, it's 4 pounds for me. It's more of the pain that I physically feel. So to Tammy's point and Alex, it's great to go on foods that you know gut-centric healing you. The side effect is, which is an effect, we drop inches in our waist, our energy goes up, our body gets toned, fantastic. And then if you're like, okay, my old ritual was I would do pizza on a Friday night. Okay, try the pizza that you did. How's your body responding? Oh man, it hurts. Or it's not worth what it used to be before. So let me find an alternative. Let me go a gluten-free type pizza, or let me go 4 slices instead of 8 slices. So there's multiple variations that you can do. And you get to be the final decision maker on what's the value of that. You know, is the value of my life and my energy and the way that I feel and look worth more than eating that bowl of ice cream or soda pop, whatever the case is, whatever. But that's a great point, Alex, on being off of certain foods and retesting, and excellent question, Tammy. Thank you. Who's next? Hannah's.
Olivia didn't have any questions.
What?
She said the challenge is over, so there are no more questions.
There's always questions. And that's a good point, like Hannah's saying. So those that were on the 8-week program, those 8 weeks are done. The coaching is never done. Our transformation is not done. And I'm going to pick on you, Alex, as an example. When did you have surgery?
I had weight loss surgery, actually, 5
How long ago?
years ago.
5 years ago. And have you learned more or changed more after the first year?
Absolutely.
So it's the learning is ongoing, the transformation's ongoing, and Hannah gets to, because of where she works, she gets to be that coach. She's like, okay, somebody's coming in after 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. How can I support you into what's next? We achieved something that's awesome. That's a new destination. First thing is, how do I live in this destination? Because I love the way that I feel. I love the way that I look. Now, what's next for me? And that could go from a physical challenge on, I've never done a pull-up. I want to do a pull-up. I've never done a 5K or a mud run. I want to do that, to I actually enjoy hanging out with my buddies in the gym. So we've never done this type of class before. Let's do this together. And there's always summer's always around the corner. It's always around every corner. I'm going to wear less clothes this next summer. All right, final question.
When's the next one?
I'm contacting you. It's going to be 7 to 10 days, and you're actually one of my coaches. Yes. Oh, shit. So I'll be training you over the next 7 to 10 days. If you guys are watching this on YouTube and it's pre-recorded, you'll have to get on the Facebook page or on the website to figure out what the dates of these challenges, what they are. It's a 21-day challenge. There's going to be 2 that we're going at the same time. One is 21 days of mindset coaching and training, and there's it'll be the video. Every day there's a video that comes up on different mindset homework. And you get to physically do that. With the mindset homework, yes, there will be a gut-centric meal plan to follow and a fitness program to follow. And there will be another traditional 21-day hybrid that gets launched. So I think Alex has a little coaching with the background with the mindset coaching. Just a little. Cool. Awesome. All right, last one, since I added another last one since we're way ahead of schedule.
Hey, this one doesn't count, but I had somebody that came in. Did you say when that challenge was going to start? Because I've had people asking questions on when the next one's going to be starting. 7
to 10 days. So, Hannah, I'll get with you. So it's going to be separate from the global that we did. However, anybody from anywhere in the world can jump on, because we literally have people from different parts of the world that have done this last one as well.
Cool. Thank you.
Sweet. So Hannah, I'll add you to my communication with Alex. And then those of you guys that are interested in doing either the following 21 day or the mindset one, I'll post it up on the private page as well. I would love, I'm going to say this close, I'd love to get your feedback. Tell me, as I questioned it before, tell me what worked for you and what didn't work for you. So whether you feel confident texting me or on a private message. That's how I get better as a coach. And all of these programs over the since 2011 that we've launched this type of program, they continue to tweak based on your feedback. So your feedback is priceless for the next person that's doing the program, and actually for you when you're doing follow-up programs. I appreciate you guys being on board, being here tonight. See you guys next Monday.
Bye, everybody.
If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit subscribe and that notification bell. So as soon as I post any of the coaching, you're up to date with the mindset, nutrition, and fitness coaching that I've got on this channel. See you in the next video.